says, confirm your age and go live. Continue.
Hi guys. You get it?
Yeah. Let me hold. Okay.
Oh, we can move it. Hey, we'll wait for some friends to get on.
Okay, because, yeah, I'm struggle busing here.
Okay.
Yeah. Your birthday is now January 3rd of 85?
Well,
85,
no, it's
there.
78, but okay.
Oh my god, for real? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could say I'm 85. I'm down for that.
We're going to
That's
go with
cool.
81.
Perfect.
Next.
Perfection.
There we go. Oh god, there's so many more questions.
Oh my god. Give it here. Hey guys, don't mind us. Technical difficulties.
Oh,
okay. Get out of here. Date of birth.
I don't know.
Oh, here.
And it was December. It's December 4th.
2nd.
Dang it. Derek. Oh my god, Derek's birthday is December 4th.
I love it.
You're just my kid.
Why does it say 81?
Because I put 81.
No, but I changed it. Next. How's it going, friends? We're having facial age estimation. Oh, okay, that's cool. And be like, bitch, you're older than that. We're having some difficulties, so just give me a minute. What do we got to do? I'm in a well-lit area. Got it. Just take the picture.
Who knew it's so complicated?
This is dumb as shit.
I mean, I love it. I'm just kidding. I love it. It's like my worst nightmare.
This is. Like, seriously. Clearly, I've never gone live on TikTok before, so bear with me. Age confirmed. Old balls. Yes. That is correct. Okay. I think we're okay now.
All right.
Now we gotta get the set back up. How we doing, kids? Don't mind us. The camera ain't on you. Call me bits.
Okay.
So, fun fact. We are...
You're all blurry. How do I make you not blurry?
I don't know. Is it still blurry?
It's so blurry. Come on.
Yeah, clean the lens. Okay. So,
Oh, there you go.
We are we going live? Are we live?
Wow.
Okay. Bear with us, guys. So, we're going to do our first...
3, 2, 1. Yay!
Hello. So, we're going live in two places. We're on Facebook here and we're on TikTok here. We're actually going to do our first introductory... I'm going to wait to start this. Introductory... episode for our podcast that we're coming out, that we're launching. I don't know that we've got an official launch date, but I guess it's Tuesday.
Oh,
because we'll be posting this episode. So we're going to start a podcast. Mom, wife, work, aholics.
We're all of them.
Pretty fitting. It's not just Tara, but I'm the only one you will probably ever see on camera, except for in pictures, because Karri ain't having it.
I'm not about that life.
She's not about that life. I am not going to look at comments, neither on TikTok or on Facebook, so I'm actually going to shut the comments off. I'm not going to turn them off. I just moved them out of my way. But yeah, I thought, why not give our friends and followers their first sneak peek at it? And yeah, so I'm not going to reply to comments throughout it because I'm just not going to look at them. I will reply when we get done. But I'm going to hit the record button and we're going to get started. We have no idea. I'm basically just going to talk about...
We have no idea what we're doing. Let's clarify. We have no idea what we're doing. We listen to a lot of podcasts, but for the life of us, I don't know how to do one.
But what I do know is right now, you don't need to be talking into the mic because it's not live. We're not recording.
Oh, gosh. See? I'm not built for this. I can't be trusted at any source.
Oh, my God. I got to mute my phone. I love it. It's okay. She's leaned in.
I was trying to do the right thing, okay?
You did good. You did. We're practicing, right?
We're doing something.
Okay. So, I'm going to hit the record button. Then you can lean into the mic.
Uh-huh. God.
This is going to be so rich.
It's so stupid.
So, basically, we're just going to talk about who we are, what we're doing, how this came to be. Oh, Lisa. Lisa from Sally's. Our
old DM.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hi.
I recognize that giggle. Miss you guys. We miss you too.
Yeah.
But that's the only time we're responding to any comments. We're going to hit the record button.
Oh gosh.
And we're going to start talking about what we are, what we're doing, who we are, all the things. So go ahead and comment, but I'm swiping the comments so I can't see them, and I will get back with you guys when we're done. So, ready?
Uh-huh.
I got to figure out where to hit the button.
Uh-huh.
Hello, friends.
Well, hello.
Hello. Welcome to Mom, Wife, Work, Aholics.
Yes.
A great new podcast about a couple crazy women.
Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Who thought this would be a genius idea.
Yeah.
As we're having major technical difficulties here, I am Tara. I'm the only one you will ever see on video because Karri is not about the live game, and it's totally my wheelhouse. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely not mine.
It's above Karri's pay grade.
Absolutely. I'm the, pictures. I'm not quite as bad as some people. I will take a picture, and if I look atrocious, I'll let it be. I'll let it slide. But the camera life's not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me at all.
Which is funny, because Karri was like, oh, Karri's such an extrovert. I'm like, no. No, she's good at being social. She just doesn't like it.
I can play the part. And to be completely honest, like, in the right circumstance, yes. But for the most part, like, to throw myself out there, like, unscripted and unedited, that's not in my... I think I had a little bit of a heart attack, a little tummy ache. It's not for me.
Meanwhile, I'm like, hold my beer. What? Yes. About to make a scene? I got this. Hold my beer. So I'm Tara, married, mom of 5, married to Big Daddy. If anybody follows me on Facebook, you know, Big Daddy is my husband. I have 4 kids, ages 10 through 27. Don't do that. It's real dumb. Future children making people. Don't do that. It's dumb. And Karri is one of my besties. She's my beautiful hair girl. So when my hair looks great, it's 100% her, not me.
And when it doesn't look great, it's 100% her and not me.
That's fair. That's fair. Looked pretty rough before we got here. Before we got on camera. So.
And I am Karri. I'm a mom of 5. I'm a full-time sales worker, which is a beast of its own, a wife, and so super funny, we call Dad La Papa, which means the potato, in Spanish.
That's
hilarious. So we will refer to him as La Papa.
I was actually thinking about that earlier. I'm like, does Karri have any nicknames for the husband? I don't know that I've ever heard him called La Papa. That's hilarious.
If you ask our kids, it's pretty common in our house.
The talkative ones?
Yeah, the ones that'll speak to you.
The honey badger?
But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's funny. I think when Zane was learning Spanish, it might have even been Logan. It was La Papa, and they were like, this is hilarious. And then somebody referred to him, and they were like, you do name, that's like, I think it's couch potato or the potato or something about a potato. I'm not fluent in Spanish and I have no idea.
Right.
But yeah, so I was like, well, we'll refer to you as La Papa.
Could our Spanish speaking experts confirm if that means couch potato? I think it's fitting.
And to be completely honest, I could be saying it absolutely wrong because I'm not.
Yeah. You just throw things out there and hope it sticks.
Yeah.
We're like the Minnesota DMV. Spaghetti and sticks. We're not DMV. You know what I mean. Anywho, so needless to say, we're a little crazy. To me, it comes naturally, 100%. But really, I think life circumstances and our marriages and our kids and our jobs have really
shaped
frosting on the cake.
Yeah, it shaped us to be the crazy people we've become.
It's so great.
Absolutely.
So Karri and I became to know each other because our husbands have been friends for a long time, right? So Jeff and I have been together for 22 years.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, because I think this year's our 19th anniversary. Yeah. Okay, so we've been together 22 years, and we lived in Watertown, which is where Karri and La Papa live. And at the time, we were early 20s and we just did a bunch of drinking, right? No, I'm not a terrible mother. I didn't leave my kids at home while I went drinking. They were usually with a trusted adult or...
I don't know. I was still in high school.
Their baby daddies. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, you're 8 years younger than me?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
No, 6.
Well, because I'm 9 years
7.
Yeah, 7. Something like that. It's fine.
Because
Younger,
I turn 7 years older than what you turn this year.
Yes.
I'm mathing.
Yes.
And it's working.
Yes.
So... is this not recording?
We don't know. It doesn't look like it.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Hold on. Okay, I just gotta... I think it stopped recording. We'll piece it together. I just gotta keep this thing open. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jeff and Hayden were friends, but at the time, Jeff and Hayden weren't really hanging out.
No.
All I knew of Hayden was he was the guy that cooked our drunk breakfast.
Yes, the greasy spoon.
The greasy spoon at the OP. Yeah. Shout out to the other
OP.
place that is no longer in existence. Oh my God. That was the best place. But that's what I knew of Hayden, really.
Yeah.
And then Jeff and I moved to Wisconsin, and we eventually got engaged, and we got married in 2006. And Hayden and Karri came to our wedding. Hayden was one of the groomsmen, and we got tight and shit from there.
Yeah.
And right after our wedding, poor Karri, you guys, this is how our hair relationship started. I'm really surprised she's even talked to me since then. We had to, a month after our wedding, we had to come home for a loss in the family. And we were out doing family things, and we had stopped at the mall, and Karri was working for
Regis.
That's what I thought. She was working for Regis at the time, and I just emotionally was really tapped. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to hang here. Karri, you got time to cut my hair? And she's like, yeah, no problem. Well, years ago, I had somebody really, by the way, I speak like a sailor, so we got to be okay with that.
Yeah,
So
we should have put a
disclosure.
Yes,
explicit lyrics, yeah. I had somebody really fuck up my hair, and so I have been hateful ever since about hairdressers. I'm very, very fussy. So this poor girl is
a baby stylist, mind you.
Baby.
So we're talking, I had maybe been out of cosmetology school 6 months at that time.
And we're lucky you were even out of high school, honestly.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Bitch. In all her youngness. We always give her shit about how, her husband was looking for her on the kindergarten playground when he was a senior. It's not that bad, but that's what we always say. But so I'm like, yeah, can you trim my hair? And I was like, don't fuck it up. I'll never talk to you again.
She was very sweet. It was a moment.
It was a real moment. She's like, never mind. I'm booked. I
ain't got time for this.
She did my hair. She did great. Clearly, we're still talking. She still does my hair. She's literally, basically the only person that does my hair. So
I have exclusive rights.
Exclusive rights. She loves it when I show up and go, do whatever you want. And she's like, what? Except not this past time, but the time before I had said, oh, we'll do whatever. And she's like, I'm going to get my clippers out. I'm like, oh, but I forgot to tell you, I made it past that beginning of the summer hump where I get really hot and get pissed and chop all my hair off. So I made it over that hump, so we're actually not going to cut it all off.
I'm so sorry. She was biting me, and then I didn't let her bite me anymore. No, she
thinks you're playing. Everybody's ahead of Bella. So, I made it. Welcome to my world, Squirrel or Bella.
Yeah.
So I said, we're not chopping it all off. I just, I made it over that hump. We're gonna try to grow it out because I grow it out every year.
Every time.
Except I then cut it off.
She gets hot and then she chops it all off.
Yeah, because I have mounds of hair. So, again, with the technical difficulties. Hello, friends. We're still here. Just so you know, if you're just jumping on, for the recording friends, we're live in a whole bunch of places at the moment. And, so we have things going on, but I'm not replying to any comments, but I will after the fact. Okay, cool. So So she was bummed because I didn't let her cut all my hair off. And here we are. The beginning of the season's coming. Mm-hmm. Now I can kind of get in a ponytail. I know. By the time the beach bar opens, I should be able... Ponytail it up. And I will. Yes. So I don't know why I grow my hair out, because I don't do anything cute with it when
wear
I'm
it
growing
up.
up.
I mean, that's the challenge for anyone ever who's ever grown their hair out in their entire life. You grow it out just to put it up in a ponytail.
Right.
Messy bun all day long.
Lord knows I'm not taking time to curl this shit.
No.
Oh my God.
Who is?
Nobody.
Who is? It's, again, for every woman ever. They're like, I'm going to grow out my hair. It's going to be long and luscious and beautiful. It's all the things that I've ever wanted. And then you style it once a month when you go on a date night. If you're one of those lucky women that get to go on date night. But you wear it, you curl it that one time. Or if you work a job, okay, yep, you might, because you got those things going. Yep. But other than that, you have it in a ponytail. Yeah. Is it a ponytail? It's messy bun?
Yeah. I didn't really want to pull it all the way through, so it's just messy bun in this
messy bun, ponytail, and then that's where you live. You live in a messy bun and a ponytail.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's the craziest thing, but for some reason, everyone grows their hair out.
Right. Yes. I actually had, on Valentine's, when we went out for supper, some of my beach bar customers, my beach bar customers love me, come walking by, and the husband's like, I almost didn't even recognize you, because last summer I had no hair and it was blonde. Now I'm purple, practically black, with all sorts of growth.
Practically black. Whatever.
Black. Although I did see we got some, what is this? What kind of crack is my hair on that's growing so quickly?
I know. Look at that new growth.
That's ridiculous. Anywho's. So, let me see. I scared the hell out of her 100 years ago. Right. Told her not to screw up my hair. Should not screw up my hair. I've trusted her ever since. Right. You guys got married in what year?
2009.
2000.
No. 2008. See, I don't even know.
I thought it was
2008. Yes.
So this is how we are as a family. We're just a family at this point. Jeff and I, Big Daddy and I, went on their honeymoon with them.
Sure did.
Which was great. It was great.
Sounds awful. Like, we should really clarify. So they lived in Wisconsin. We had grown to be really good friends. We got married a little bit, 2 years after you guys did. And we had really gotten to be close. And we knew they were coming home for a wedding. And I thought, well, we want to spend time with them. We want to enjoy them. They're going all this way. And why wouldn't we just...
Take them with.
Let's do this. So it sounds crazy, but at the time it made total sense. And the story... Yes. Yeah. Yep. So they came with us on our honeymoon. It was a great time.
It was. And it's really, I think, anchored so much of who we are as couples together.
Right.
Like, it is so funny. So just little vision into this. Big Daddy and Karri are very much alike. Okay?
Which I don't know if I should be offended by or not, but...
Oh, shut up. Big Daddy's a good guy.
No, he's a great guy. No,
Sometimes he's just a shit.
But then I'm like, well, maybe I'm kind of a shit too. So that makes total sense. I guess I'll own it. I'll own it. Okay, we're alike.
Hayden and I, very much alike. On this honeymoon, literally, Karri gets car sick, and Jeff's driving because he's like chauffeur extraordinaire.
He had a binder, guys. Mind you, I am not like while I like to be organized and I aspire to be organized, it's not necessarily second nature for me. It takes a little effort. And this man, I am not kidding. We had a binder, a 3-ring binder with like. Do you know the little sheets you put your, like...
The sheet protectors.
Yes! And printouts and sheet protectors for our honeymoon. Which was wild.
Agenda.
I mean, I flipped through it. It was a great agenda. But it just was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Who brings a binder with, like, these are the things you're going to see, and this is the day itineraries, and da-da. And I was like, are you a travel guide? Did we...
He should be. That's his calling.
It really is. He should have. But
100%.
Yes, mind you, he's in the front seat with his binder.
Yeah. She's in the passenger seat. Behind her was Hayden. And behind Jeff was me. This is how we rode everywhere in the Black Hills. Speaking of what's really sad is that I grew up in South Dakota, lived my entire life in South Dakota until my early 20s when we moved to Wisconsin, and I had never been to the Black Hills.
I had never been to the Black Hills at that point either.
Right, until I lived 500 miles
Extra
the
8
opposite
hours
direction.
away, yeah.
So we went to the Black Hills. We had a great time.
Great time.
It was hilarious. We got pictures of the guys in old school wheelchairs at, I don't know, was it Murdo?
Murdo. If you
Yeah.
ever get a chance to go to Murdo.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know.
It was fun. It
was fun.
I mean, if you like old junk, it's the way to go.
Yeah. And we did have a lot of fun.
It was.
That's the one thing about the four of us is
It's,
a bad time is never had by anybody.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We love a good crazy time.
Heck yeah. So, Hayden or you had booked the accommodations.
Probably me.
Probably.
I would assume it was me.
So it was a log cabin of sorts. And by that, I mean it was a small modular
It
home.
was a log cabin adjacent. Like, it was,
Yeah, there's something on the property.
there was one on the property, and we just happened to not be in that one.
So this is like in Hill City, outside of Hill City. It's this log cabin-esque looking thing with walls that were like that. I mean, there was no sounds getting by anybody. My favorite part of the trip, there's a lot of greatness, but my favorite part of the trip, Jeff had said on the way there, Big Daddy had said, I'm going to see some beaver on this trip. I don't care what it takes. You guys figured it out, right?
Inappropriate in every way.
So we go to bear country.
Yes.
And when we're leaving bear
gosh.
country, Hayden hands Jeff a little stuffed beaver. He's like, there you go.
Got it.
You got your beaver. And that beaver has been front and center in our windshield on every vehicle we've owned since.
Is that the wildest thing?
We still have it.
That is crazy. I knew you guys had it in all your minivans. I didn't know you still had it.
Oh, yeah.
The wildest thing ever, by the way. And that will be, gosh, I don't know, a lot of years. It's a lot of years.
Yeah.
That thing's old and dusty.
It's definitely faded. It's old and dusty. It really seems familiar, right? I'm just saying.
Your beaver got a little old and dusty.
Old and dusty. Facts. Oh, my God. This is why we're going to be great at this. Because I don't have an appropriate bone in my body, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
In fact, I don't know if it was when we got the nav. I don't know which vehicle it was. We've gotten a few lately. But we were on our way home, and I was in a vehicle behind Jeff, and I can tell you exactly where we were on the map. We pulled up to a stop sign, and I jumped out of the vehicle and ran up to the new vehicle that Jeff was driving. I'm like, it's not official till the beaver's in there.
You gotta
And put it in the
your
front
beaver
window.
in.
Got to put the beaver in the vehicle.
Well, I'm glad to see that we have left our mark on your life.
Absolutely. You guys are always part of our life, 100%.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, we hang out. It's to the point that, so they live 30 minutes away from us, which is no big deal in this part of the country. Everything's 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
But when we go there to hang with them on the weekend or something, we're like, pack some clothes.
Well,
Bring the dogs.
It's so funny because, again, 30 minutes is nothing. Who doesn't drive 30 minutes? Everybody commutes.
Right.
It is what it is. And it's funny because my kids a couple of times have been like, Jeff and Tara are coming over. I'm like, yep. So, they're spending the night, right? And I'm like, yeah, most likely.
Of course.
And they're like, okay, all right. I just needed to know, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, it's totally fine. But yeah, they most likely. I mean, it's now unwritten. It's just.
Oh yeah,
it's
if
now,
we're coming to town, we'll bring.
It's
clothes.
most likely. I mean, it's a rarity.
Yeah, we don't even ask
It's not.
can we?
Not
is
necessary.
It cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, hey, we're just staying, and it used to be us four and a whole bunch of kids, right? But we got kids moving out, growing up, moving on.
Right.
Carter, he doesn't even know that he's still a kid.
Right. Who knew?
So
He
now
doesn't.
we swapped out kids for dogs.
I know. It's better.
I don't know when we became.
I love our kids. Well, that sounded horrible.
No.
I love our kids. I love our kids. But the dogs are a great time. Who doesn't love a good dog?
Yeah.
I mean, some people don't. Some people hate dogs.
To be fair, it used to be, you want to bring Diesel?
Well,
he's big and hairy and he drools.
He does. Oh my God.
Drools so
much. It's so gross. It's the grossest thing I've ever seen.
It really is.
You know what? I take it back. Where's the babies? I'll take
right.
I mean,
the babies are pretty fabulous.
Like,
yes, we do love the
Diesel's
babies.
drool is awful. It's disgusting and gross, and it gets everywhere. And for some reason, I still like him, so it's fine.
He's fabulous. He's a squishy cuddler. He loves it.
He's a great, but his drool it's disgusting. I can't.
So gross.
It's so gross.
Yeah, so that's us in a nutshell. Karri has been in the sales business basically forever.
Ever.
She used to run the Sally Beauty in Watertown for a million years. I ran the one in Brooklyn for like a year and a half.
We were co-workers too.
Yeah.
Our lives have intertwined at many intersections. It's very funny. Yeah.
100%.
Co-workers and friends and spouses were besties before we were even old enough to know.
Yeah, I know shit, right? And yeah, we hang out and we, love each other's kids and, like we joke all the time that we're sister wives.
Right.
We're going to get a compound.
Right. I love a good sister wife. I don't know if you guys are fans of the show. It's all falling apart.
Yeah, I was going to say that's really blowing up.
But if you're a sister wives fan, you know that Janelle and Christine are still sister wives, even though they're not married to the same man. So it's just me and you. It's fine. It's parallels. It's fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
So how we came about this, let us introduce you to the Mom Wife Workaholics podcast and its development. So Karri's son, Zane, was going to a concert in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And everybody is aware that driving the cities is probably above Zane's pay grade.
Yeah, he's not comfortable with it. Yeah. And I get it. Not everybody's. The cities is no joke. I don't know.
You got to be ready for that.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, and he's a bad driver in small town America. He definitely don't need to be in the cities.
Zane, we love you. You're not a bad driver, baby. It's just
you lie. You lie.
I love you,
honey. I'm not saying we don't love you. We just recognize that driving is not your strong suit.
If you ask him, he's an amazing driver.
And of course he is.
But if you know him, well, that's all you need to say. If you know him, it's fine. But anyway, yes, we drive him to the cities.
We take him to the cities because, Karri, she doesn't want to just mad chill by herself. So Zane's like, hey, bring Tara. Perfect. Mom can use a night out of town for a minute. Yeah. So we go out. We take him to the concert. We go dick around for hours. And, of course, I'm old balls. Bad. Old balls. And so I am ready to be sleeping by the time it's time to pick him up. So I take a little nap while they're gone. And then they come back and I wake up and shoot the breeze a bit. But we had listened to a podcast on the way out there and it was a hilarious episode.
It was a great episode. I love podcasts, by the way. Like, they're my jam. I spend a lot of time behind the wheel driving, and the podcast is the only thing that keeps me probably sane.
Probably put me to sleep because
I'm telling you, man, you gotta have your brain moving. Otherwise, you listen to music, you'll lull to sleep, and I don't want to die. So
let's be honest.
Well, you'll lull to sleep no matter what.
I just get in the car and I'm like, okay,
asleep. Yeah, you can't.
I know my role.
Right, passenger princess all the way. I am
100%.
Not so much.
Yes. So we had listened to a hilarious podcast on the way out there, which made me think, gosh, Carter and I should start a podcast. My third born. And he's like, nope, I'll go to jail for a hate crime. I was like, rude, dude. Like, seriously? He's like, yep, not happening.
Teenagers can't be trusted.
Okay, then. So that Karri and I are talking, and she had asked me to post some things for sale on Facebook before we left to sell for spending cash, right? Because we all got broke bitch problems going on. And she, on the way back, we started talking about, and we'll get into this at another time, but we have very different opinions on the network marketing universe.
On a lot of things. And a lot of things.
Really true.
We do see the opposite side of quite a few. Like, you can feel a certain way but still respect someone's other versions or other
absolutely.
other opinions, So we're not
Mm-hmm.
though we get along like nobody's business,
Right.
we don't see things the
We
same.
do not see things eye to eye.
No.
So she's talking about how it's, really in my skill set to put this stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, not
and I was like, it was no big deal. She's like, I'm actually going to give you some of that money from doing that. I'm like, the fuck if you are.
Well, again, skill sets, like something that seems easy. I'm going to go into the spiel. I'm going to do it because I can. When you think it's simple and you think it's easy and it's just second nature and, oh gosh, this is no big deal. It is to someone who doesn't find it simple and easy. So that's a talent, and people should be compensated for their talents. It's just is what it is.
Okay.
Agree
to disagree. And she comes back at me with, well, you pay me to do your hair. And I'm like, are you kidding? That's the comparison that we're going to do?
It's simple and easy for me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I took 3 minutes to put a picture and some words on the Book of the Faces.
Yeah.
3 minutes. Big deal.
Again, but you still check it. You still did all the things.
Right.
That's not in my skill set. It's not. I don't. Right. That's not fun for me.
However, you physically stand on your feet for hours.
But it's not like it's a living that I do. It's just a fun little hobby.
And I know, but I could not physically do what you do to my hair.
I mean,
that's my point. Like, because you're like, oh, you totally could. No, I could put one color in my hair. Absolutely.
Right. I mean, yeah, as most. But the thing is yes, I could snap a picture of something and put it on Facebook, but at the end of the day, I'm probably never going to know how to check those messages or get a hold of anyone.
Fair enough.
Like, I literally, like, we had a friend that was like, you never responded back to my friend requests. And I was like, I don't even
Where do I find those at?
And literally, you would have grabbed my phone and be like, she's your friend now. And I was like, my bad. I didn't mean to avoid
I
you
literally
or
will text
you.
her husband or her daughter and be like, tell Carrie to check her phone.
Right, my phone's dead.
The battery's dead. Yeah. Look, I have a charger. Plug it in.
It's fine. Oh, see? Technical difficulties. It's totally fine.
Well, what if you have an accident on the way home?
I will charge it before I go home.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, my finger's in the screen.
Just saying, we're just sitting here.
But it's not necessary. No, it's fine. Put it down.
Oh, God.
It's not necessary. I don't need it right now.
Whereas I would be...
as any teenager would be.
I'm not a teenager, asshole. I wish. My mom thinks I'm a teenager. My body thinks I'm an idiot.
I agree with both those statements.
Fair, yeah. So we're going back and forth. She's talking about how she's going to pay me. We're having this argument about this. I'm like, we are not that kind of friends. You're not paying me for putting something on Facebook Marketplace. That's dumb as shit. It's not happening. She's throwing this hair thing at me like that's a valid argument. It's not. Sorry.
To disagree.
And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're doing a podcast. Forget my kid. He wants to go to jail for hate crime. It's you and me, boo-boo. We got this. And she's like, I'm down.
I love podcasts, by the way.
And literally the next day, she's like, sending me a text. Mom, wife, work, Aholics, the Gmail and the Instagram are set up and ready to go. And I was like, oh, so we're like,
hey, don't give me ideas and then not expect me to do my thing.
I'm game.
Yeah, because again, the Jeff thing, we may be more similar than I sometimes would like to admit, because I'd like to think that I'm easy breezy, but I'm going to say I'm probably not. I'm probably not. And so it was like, my thing is like, I know I listen to podcasts 8 hours a day because that's what I do. I work in sales and I drive a lot, and that is what it is. And so podcasts are I know, like, they rattle off their Instagram and their handles and all of that stuff. So even though I don't know how to do most of that, I know that that's what we needed.
Right.
And so I was like, I got it. Here, we're going to do this.
We got this. We're good. Shameless plug here, and the ladies will probably never know that I do this, but if they figure it out, they'll appreciate it. You need to put The Complete Woman by Tori Poulter on your listen list. Okay. So they're old, not old, they're previous unique ladies.
Okay.
Who broke off and they started the Shala, which is supplements that are freaking amazing. And I haven't taken them myself. I've tried the greens myself, but I'm not, and they're actually good. They're not disgusting. They don't taste like you're drinking grass. Anyway, so they have this new podcast called The Complete Woman. It's all about hormonal stuff and all the things.
All the things.
So put that on your list. Yeah,
all right.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I usually just listen to murder podcasts.
I mean, I'm sure, but you're probably running out.
Oh, no.
No. Yeah, there's plenty. Okay.
Yeah, there's
okay.
tons of them, which is horrible. I should probably preface. Like, I love a good mystery. It keeps your brain going. It keeps your mind flowing. You kind of are trying to figure out, they're usually stories where, at the end they kind of tell you who the person is that committed the crime. But I love that. I love, again, I don't know if shameless plug to Sister Wives, but I love me some Sister Wives. And I listen to like 3 Sister Wives podcasts. Because I also love cults. I listen to those. Nice. I love all of the stuff. Oddly enough, not a huge listener to inspirational stuff. I'm not.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
I love a good bright and cheery life, and I love all of the I love inspirational stuff. But I prefer a comedy if we're being honest. But again, we talked about our movie preferences, which is something we plan on doing.
Will definitely have a conversation about that.
Yes, I think we should do it. Because again, we see things very differently. Like, her favorite movies, we've watched a couple, and I think we will rewatch them and actually have a legitimate episode on our favorite movies, and you guys can watch along if you would like.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll put out a something. Again, I'm not a Facebook nor am I an Instagram.
I will put out a shout out of what the project is.
Tara will do the things, and then watch them, and then we'll discuss them, and we'll have very different feelings about everything.
So bad.
Because that's not our... But yeah, so inspirational's great. And I will listen to it. I promise you. I will. Okay. I just might not...
It's the thing about it is it's stuff that you'll be able to relate with.
Which I love,
like hormonal, yes. I mean, you're still a young pup, so you probably don't have any hormonal imbalances. Meanwhile, I'm postmenopausal.
Right. I mean, you laugh. I'm young. I'm not. Yeah.
You ain't the big 4-0 yet.
I know. I'm so excited. Right. I can't wait. I tell people I'm 40 all the time, by the way.
Oh, that's
if someone asks, I've probably told people I was 40 for at least 2 years now.
Literally nobody's jumping on that train on purpose.
I just forgot how old I was, and I was like, 40. I'm 40? I'm 40. And then now I really am turning 40, and I was like, perfect. I'm not lying to people anymore. Because I literally... one day my kids were like, how old are you? And I was like, past 35, but I don't know. 40.
Not
40
yet.
I'm 40.
Oh,
I've been 40 for years. It's fine.
That is hilarious, because literally nobody is jumping on that train.
I jumped on it.
Nobody's like, yeah, whoo, I'm almost 40. I'm going to start 2 years early telling everybody I'm 40.
I literally,
I just can't. I can't.
I know, most people are, reversing the other way, and I'm always like, nah, I'm 40. It's fine.
Right. I love it.
I can't wait.
I'm here for it.
I won't be lying to people every day.
It would be nice if you weren't turning 40 in December, because it would be nice if we weren't going to Chicago in the dead of winter.
I know, but it'll be so fun.
It will. I love me some Chicago. It's my favorite.
I've never been.
Oh, you're going to love it.
It's going to be a great time.
The architecture and it's great.
I know. Like I said, I've never been to any of that stuff. I do really love architecture. I love just... I'm going to be completely honest. I just love good experiences. I'm a big person of, yes, buying things are nice and all those things are nice, but I love a good, let's go
memories.
Do something.
Yes.
Even if it's something as simple as, we tend to go hiking a lot. That's our wheelhouse. And people are like, what? You take your kids hiking? And I was like, well, not legit hiking, because
we're not climbing a mountain with some ropes and shit. No.
Yeah. No, we're not at that skill set. But a lovely leisure walk through a non-buggy trail is my...
Non-buggy is always...
I like a spring, I like a fall, midsummer, I sweat, and that's not my jam. But yeah, I do. I love that kind of stuff. National parks are my go-to.
Perfect.
Not that Chicago has any of those, but...
No, but you'll love
downtown architecture will be beautiful, too.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. You don't even know. She wants to do a boat tour.
I love a good boat.
In December.
It's fine.
You know, it's fine. It's your birthday. It's fine.
Yeah,
We can do it.
Yeah, you're right. It is my birthday.
That's right.
And you are going to do what I want. That's right.
Yeah, look at you all, big man. Meanwhile, she'll be like, I mean, yeah, are you guys okay with this?
I know. I'm such a...
Are we...
I'm a liar. That's the problem.
You're not a liar. You're just not the Billy Badass that you think you are.
I'm not. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not. No. It's fine.
You're like, look, well, I would like to do this. I know. But if the crowd doesn't want, we don't have to.
You know, super funny. I felt like I held myself strong against Big Daddy. And I was like, he's like, we should do it. And I was like, no. And even you in the restaurant, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. We want pureed sauce.
Oh, we got to make sure we got the right kind of sauce. So if anybody's a Chicago professional,
yes.
Can you let us know if Gino's East, because all I know is I just love Gino's East, period.
Well,
it's my
how
favorite.
do you know there isn't something else you love?
Because Gino's is the best.
Well, and that's fabulous. Shameless plug for Gino's. I don't even know where that is, but it's fine. Clearly it's in Chicago.
Right? Well, I'm just telling you. So if anybody knows if they have pureed or chunky sauce, please let us know, because if I lead this lady astray to Gino's and they got chunky sauce, I'm likely to be in the river myself, right off the boat.
Right. I need to know that if I bite into a big chunky tomato, I'm just gonna eat it and pretend it to nap.
Exactly. Yeah, Billy Badass here. That's what we're gonna call you. I'm gonna make you a shirt that says I think I'm Billy Badass, but I'm not.
I'm not. And then just the little frowny face next to it.
So let me see. You got Carries and Sales has been in there forever. I am a jack of all trades.
Right.
Master of literally none. No, I'm a master at being sassy and politely rude to people.
Yes, you're the master of no filter. I feel like...
Oh my God. Right. I invented the concept.
It is shocking, the things that you will say and do. And not that you're like, I don't want to make it sound like you're
I'm not
hurtful
mean.
Or
right.
mean. Yeah, no. But you are just balls to the walls truthful. And it's so crazy to me because I'm always like, I repeated that 10 times in my head and I didn't like the way it sounded 75 times. And now I'm going to overthink. And I'm just not going to say it. I'm just not going to say it. And then if I do say it, then I'm like, I messed up everything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Tara's she's just unapologetically herself, and I do appreciate that. I was actually talking to one of my daughters about that. She's like, I aspire to be unapologetically myself, just me, like Tara. And I was like, oh, what a cute thing to say.
That kind of shit'll make me cry. That was rude.
It was really, really sweet, and she was just like...
It wasn't Abigail, was it? I feel like I know who this was. It was not Abigail. Oh, the honey badger.
Anyways.
Well, that really makes me feel good. And here's the thing. And I feel like I have to explain this to people all the time just because I don't want anybody to get the wrong image. I never have malicious intent.
Right.
I'm never trying to be mean.
No.
If you ask my friends' kids, I mean, I've had this conversation with your kids, with my beef fries kids. Everybody thinks I'm just a mean old bitch. Like, I've probably knocked some people around in my time.
I don't think anybody thinks you're mean. I just think they think that you are you present yourself with like I will throw, and we've all heard you say it a million times, I'll throw hands.
I'll throw hands.
And so I think people just assume how confident you are of yourself that when you say I'll throw hands, they literally like, oh, yeah, she's done it. She's thrown hands.
Literally,
I know she has.
Never.
I know that.
But people don't know that.
People don't know that because you're confident and you present yourself with this, like, I got you. I'm doing this.
I had somebody call me intimidating once. And I was actually super offended by that because to me, being called intimidating seems like you're saying I'm mean. That's what I took out of it.
I think you have a bold personality, which can be intimidating. It can. You know, when someone has a large personality, that you're not afraid to take up space in a room, which is amazing because that's what some people find intimidating is because they're not comfortable taking up space in a room. Right. And so the person who is, much like you, they shy away from because they're like,
Right.
oof.
I really like that reference, taking up space. I like that.
Yeah.
Lord knows I take up enough space in a room.
That's not...
Physically.
Stop.
And...
No. But you know what I mean? Like, people are... There are big personalities in a room, and when you're uncertain, the person who is certain seems intimidating. That's yeah. So I wouldn't say that was not a compliment. I would say absolutely is a compliment.
Well, then I saw a phrase a couple of years ago that said, I am not intimidating, you are intimidated, and that's two different things.
And I do agree with that. Yeah, because again, it's about you feeling unsure based on the amount of space someone takes up. And I totally get that.
Right. Like that.
Because right.
Yeah.
That's a very true statement. It still doesn't change their perception that you're intimidating.
Right.
But yes, it's because they're impressionable or intimidatable. So, yeah. I don't know if intimidatable is
intimidatable. It is now. It's going to be in the Urban Dictionary any day now.
Oh my gosh. So totally off track. Speaking of the Urban Dictionary, do you eat?
But don't say anything fucking terrible.
No. So today, my husband's doing something, and they're like, "Eat, Dad," and I was like, that's a good thing. It's just like being cooked is a bad thing. Okay, and see, this is where my kids would have be able to tell me.
Yeah, I need to translate.
Being cooked is a bad thing. That means you're done. You're cooked.
Right.
And if you're cooking, that's cook? If you cook. See, I don't even know. That's what I can't stand when
it's a good thing you brought up this topic.
See? And now I'm spinning about like, I should have, I'm so horrible and I can't.
This is why we improv. It's okay. It's okay.
Now I'm going to stop talking.
We're not here for perfection, dude. No.
But you were talking about something and now I can't remember because...
Yeah, that happens.
Squirrel.
That's squirrel. Amen. And that's why we're fabulous.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's maybe not.
People are going to love it. I promise you that.
Oh, it's because I made up the word. That's why. People make up words and they just make up things and then all of a sudden they're popular. See, I came back around.
Okay. All right. I like it. So I have, back to the master of none, except for apparently being intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm really good at being sassy. We know this. It was a new development I just learned last summer that I'm apparently not polite. Which I was at first completely offended by, but then I realized, no, say I'm not polite. I'm probably not polite, but I am kind.
Okay,
right?
Yeah,
like,
I'll agree with
I was
that.
super offended. Let me set the scene for you. At one of the campgrounds, or at the North Bar, at the campground, shout out to the Genegas crew, and I said something about being polite, and literally the 20 people sitting there all started laughing.
Huh.
And I was like, fuck you guys. And they're like...
Very polite of her.
Case in point. Case in point. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I learned I am kind, but I'm probably not necessarily super polite.
Well, okay.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you're not necessarily... Yeah, you say horrible things like a sailor. So yeah, that wouldn't... It shut off again.
Oh, Paul.
Look at that.
It's still going.
Still
Perfect.
going.
Perfect. I hope the first section recorded.
Meh. It is what it is.
Shit. So whatever. I'm not polite, but I am kind. I've done everything as far as jobs go.
You have.
I've been an insurance agent.
Right.
I've worked retail. I've been a server. I
did a stint of serving.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
I really embraced the bartending life because I'm good at being a dick.
Awful.
It's fabulous. I love it. Love it. In fact, I got to work tonight. What time is it anyway?
The worst thing ever.
Oh, we're good. But I'm technically disabled. Many people don't know that about me. Because I look fine, right? That I got one of those illnesses where I look fine. I have fibromyalgia. I have PTSD. I have chronic fatigue, insomnia. My medical record is 8 pages long. I actually collect surgical records as a hobby.
Like they're Pokemon cards. You got to collect them all.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing all of them. Right. But shout out to the next one. Hysterectomy. Bring it on. Take them lady bits. I don't care. I don't need them bastards. Don't need them. You can have them.
Problems.
Did I ever tell you, when I first went to my pelvic floor doctor, about my bladder.
So super funny. I don't even know what that is. But okay. Yeah.
Okay. So he's like a magical kind of gynecologist.
Okay.
Like he can do gyno stuff.
Okay.
But he's also like, your bladder sucks. Let's get you a sling.
All right.
Let's get you an inner stem so your bladder doesn't overoperate.
You say all the words that mean nothing to me, but I'm just going to listen.
So my first appointment in this dude's office. And he's like, so what do you do for birth control? I said, well, I had my tubes burned off because my last 2 pregnancies were very dangerous for me. And I was done. And he's like, well, what do you think about that? I literally looked at me. I said, well, I think that was fucking stupid. And he's like, oh, okay, why is that? I said, I'm not having any more kids. Why am I trying to bleed to death every month? Why don't we just take it all out?
Well, I'm assuming there's a reason. Not that I would know, because again, medical stuff, not my jam.
No. I don't know. But he's like, well, we could do a uterine ablation where we basically burn out your uterine lining.
Oofty.
And I was like, I got time today. What do you got going on? He's like, it doesn't quite work like that.
I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it works.
I mean, fabulous. I got nothing. Yeah. I don't have any. I have an old knee. I have one old knee.
Knock on wood right now.
What? No, I mean,
knock on wood. Dude. Now you're going to fall apart next week. We're going to have to cancel the podcast.
Me, you're old. It's fine. It happens when you're
old.
You're
like, yeah, I've been identifying as 40 for 3 years.
I have. It's funny. She was like, there's literally nothing wrong with your knee. You're just old. So I don't, like, you, in your medical, like, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I, on the other hand, my knee kind of hurt, and I went to the doctor, and they just said I was old, and that it's fine. You'll be fine. And I went, okay, cool. And that's how my life went.
Right. So I have fibromyalgia. That's where my real disability came from. My real disability, like I got the fake ones or something. That's where the official disability decision came from.
Is it a diagnosis? I guess I don't know.
If you don't know what fibromyalgia is, thank your lucky stars above. It's a nightmare. It's absolutely horrendous. It is life ruining. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So I have overactive nerves. Yeah. So what might be a minor pain or ache to some people is massively amplified for me. Prime example, Jeff and I both had carpal tunnel surgery last year,
yes.
right?
Yeah, you said that.
He didn't use one single pain pill after his carpal tunnel surgery. It's fairly simple surgery, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It is. It's very
I've given birth to children. That's the extent of my...
It's a natural birth to all of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. I don't know. And my old knee. That's all I got.
That's all you got. But meanwhile, I got done with surgery, and it's messing with nerves. So my nerves were massively pissed, and I was like,
I saw
horrendous pain. I'm like, it was so bad. So that's my reality is when something is off, I know it because I physically feel like, how many times did I tear my labrum in my hip?
Yeah.
And I knew every time I did it because of the pain.
I'm horrible. I'm like, oh, my knee hurts. My husband's like, oh, it turned off again. He's like, is it like the bone or is it the muscle? Is it the...
Like,
and I was like, the knee.
The knee.
Said, the knee hurt. I don't know.
I love it.
I don't... Yeah, so I am like the absolute opposite. I have no idea what's going on. I probably should figure out how to listen to my body, because that's another thing is it's like listening to your body and knowing it. But I'm like, I don't know. When I bend it like this, it pops funny because I got an old knee. It's stupid. It's stupid. The whole idea is stupid.
Right.
But to like for you have to like know, and it's a lot more pinpointed for you.
Yes.
Like it's intense and pinpointed.
Yes.
Which is part of the fibro as far as how that like affects each individual pain and.
It's such a mess.
Yeah.
And it's such a mess. I had gone through, for a while there, I was like super itchy.
Yeah.
Everything is. I mean.
Like, oh my gosh. One day she was at my house and it was your legs.
Yeah.
I literally was like, what, did you like get into a car accident? Did you road rash? Did you take a bicycle and like, somebody drag you behind it?
Right?
I mean, she rides motorcycle, which bravo. Like, I couldn't do that. That's wild. But the one day I was like, did you, like, is that road rash? And she's like, no, it's just scratching my legs. Scratching your legs? Who gives themselves, like, open wounds?
Oh, I look like I shaved with a brick.
Yes.
That's the best reference.
I'm telling you, it looks like you fell off your bike and then your bike drug you for a mile. Like, it was the wildest things. No, well, they're better.
Down there.
Better
So
than
this was, I mean, I itch anyway because I have horrendously dry skin. But this was next level. Like, all of a sudden, I would start itching, and there was no stopping it. I physically could not stop itching it.
Can I say this like an addict?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like, maybe. I don't know.
I've heard. I don't actually know, but
I've not been a twitchy kind of addict, but you know what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, I mean
like I got on the horn with my doctor. Yeah. I'm like, what is this? I can't. Oh my God, literally cannot stop.
On the horn.
I got on the horn with my doctor.
That is wild.
Well, I mean, I don't know what it means, but I know this is the proper use of it.
It was no. I don't know like the origin of that. We were talking about like lingo, and that is no offense.
Old school.
Dating you a little bit, I think, right?
Old as hell.
Okay, yeah. I was just like, wow, that's a... Okay, continue. So, I'm sorry. You talked to your doctor.
When I got on the horn with my doctor, it was a video call, so we were intermingling eras.
Yes.
And she's like, I hate to break it to you, Tara, but that's part of your fibro. My nerves are so overactive that I would just... I had to get put on yet another medication for it.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. And literally when she told me that, I cried.
Right. Because you're like, this is just another thing. Just another thing.
Really? Do we have to do
Who doesn't have just another thing?
Right. Yeah. So, disabled, bartender, sassy mouth. I run a crafting business. I run a makeup side hustle. Yes, not that you can tell, but if you look, behind me, there's my ring light. It's all a big mess. Here's my crafting universe.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I am live, so the people on the TikTok or on the podcast were going, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. Oops, my bad.
Okay. Anyway, I do a few side hustles.
Yeah, she's the queen of the side hustle.
Because I have like a really unhealthy
addiction? Is it an addiction?
It could be that too, but
obsession?
That too. All the things. I have a very unhealthy need to feel like I have to financially contribute to count.
Right, you've mentioned that.
Yeah.
But at the same aspect, like, being a stay-at-home mom is a job. I mean, it's probably a job that sucks the worst. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you love it, and that's perfect.
Some people are not cut out for it.
Some people are not cut out for it.
I am not.
Right, but it's still contributing. Like, no matter if it's monetary or just mental load, it's still contributions. But I do understand that because you feel like your worth is somehow connected to your intake.
Income.
Yeah, which is not. That's not true, by the way. Just so you know.
Big Daddy tells me that all the time.
Right.
And that's the thing is, in a perfect world, in our home, I would be taking over corporate America. I would be jet setting around to different employee company meetings, doing all the things, and Jeff would be home raising the babies.
Right.
That's what the dream world in our home would look like.
Yeah.
And Jeff would love it.
Right.
Not that he doesn't like working.
Right.
But he is a far better parent than I ever dreamed of being.
And he's an organized kind of person.
This house would be freaking spotless. Oh, it is a dream world.
People say that until they actually have to do it.
Oh.
And then, the reality of it is it's like, yeah, I'm never, I once knew this person was like, so she was at my house one time and we had a sippy cup underneath the couch that was momentarily, like minutes from probably exploding. Because as we all know, the sippy cup game, when a child throws it.
Oh, is there? It must be a fire. It's a 911 call of some sort.
Okay. I was
Small town USA, the sirens are going off.
There was a moment I thought I went insane or my eardrum busted and
what am I hearing?
I was like, but she had told me, she's like, when I have kids, I will never have a missing sippy cup underneath my couch that is going to explode. And at the time she didn't have kids and I was like, hey,
How's that
That's
working out for
awesome.
now?
I only aspire to be the person without the sippy cup under my couch that is moments from exploding, because what happens is they become disgusting. But flash forward, you know, the reality of it is she maybe did have a sippy cup underneath her couch that almost exploded, because we all loved the idea of how things work. But, and I'm not saying she didn't, but things aren't as easy when it's you doing it.
Right. It's not as easy as it looks to be. Like,
yeah. The illusion,
yep.
The highlight reels aren't exactly the same.
Amen to that. Speaking of highlight reels, that is not what we're getting here.
No.
We will not. I will make that promise. Yeah. We will not deliver just the highlight reel. I could put money, if I had any money to put on it, I would put money on the fact that at some point I, 100%, will cry.
Well, I'm sure she will.
I'm a professional crier. Like,
she has a good day.
I'm a professional crier. I'm a professional napper. I can do all the things. Because we're gonna get down to it. Like, there's some hard subjects.
I mean, yeah, I think with anybody there is. It's a universal.
Yeah. This isn't a Mona Lisa perfect painting. This is real life.
But isn't Mona Lisa not a perfect painting? She's not even smiling in it.
Well, she was probably a stay-at-home mom. The dickhead of a husband. You don't know her business.
You don't know her story.
Mind your business, girl. No. But yeah, no, we're gonna keep it on. Again, I don't have the ability to filter.
Right. And I do my best to try and filter. But not like in a, I'm not going to tell you the truth, but in like a, I'm going to have anxiety over the reality of what. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Oh, sorry.
Did it kick us off?
Has me doing something. There we go.
We're good? We're good, okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, we probably need to wrap it up. I think this is a good introductory. This is what you're going to get with Tara and Karri and the Mom, Wife, Workaholics podcast.
The next time I'm going to have a cocktail, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to start. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah, we can talk about what cocktail we're drinking.
Listen, I want it to be known I offered her a cocktail.
I do have to drive home. And it's a smidgen early in the day.
Hey. Can't drink all day if you don't start before noon. This is way after noon, so you would have been fine.
Well, okay, all right.
Next time, cocktails involved. So yeah, this is what we're about. I think something we need to think about doing is maybe, because, you know, when it comes to podcasts, you want to figure out how to monetize, right? We're all here to make money.
Sure.
I mean, we're here to be funny, which got that unlocked.
Do we?
We're hilarious. I guarantee people are laughing. Maybe at us.
Yeah, I'm
with
assuming
us.
At us.
We don't care.
With us.
I don't give a shit.
It's fine.
But I think maybe doing like a special VIP group in the Book of the Faces, where when we're recording, because we're recording today, but we're not going to launch it until probably Tuesday.
Okay.
Whereas if we do the live while we're recording, then everybody's getting the whole scene, but that is a special department that's going to require a membership. You know what I'm saying? And that's things we can talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. You're in charge of this.
I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Yeah, we're in charge. We're using some subpar equipment. We would like better equipment so that we can deliver the best possible podcast. That requires money. That we don't have because we're busy living broke bitch lives because we have families.
If you heard at the beginning, we both got a bunch of kids.
And we got a bunch of kids. And our own bad habits that require money. If you want to contribute to help making Wife, Mom, Workaholics successful, feel free to jump in our Venmo or whatever. I don't care. I'm not above taking money from people. I am above stealing money from people.
Well, that is a good line to be drawn in the sand. Thank you, Tara, for clarifying that.
You're welcome.
But yes, so this is all on your jam. Like this is your wheelhouse. But yeah, if you see Tara, you do your thing and you let her know if you want to help.
Absolutely. We are going to be on Instagram. We already have it set up, so go ahead and look for it. I will post the link in the comments when we're done. We have email. We have Instagram. We're going to get us a TikTok. I'm going to set up all the things. Carrie's just going to show up to drink and record.
Right. I'll be behind the microphone, but not the camera.
Not the camera.
Oh, it's not my jam.
No, and not all the social stuff, because as we discussed...
Yeah, it's not my jam.
That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah, not mine.
My skill set. So, we super greatly appreciate everybody for supporting us. Please share with your friends. Tell them you met some crazy freaking women who really will talk about anything and can't stay focused on shit.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little bit of a hot mess express, but
we will have topics.
Yes, yeah. So this is our whoops. We're just gonna wing it. We did not.
There's no pre-gaming this.
Yeah,
No, heck no.
Tara, I showed up and Tara was like, "By the way, this is what we're doing. Sit down." And I went, "Okay, super. Okay, sure." And then she just started talking. So
here we are.
I would, again, I would have liked a little more structure, maybe a list and talking points. And again, we are different people with different expectations.
Well, next time you show up with your list and your talking points.
So yes, because we're going to alternate.
Zigzag around that shit.
Yep.
You'll know which ones Tara was in charge of, which ones Karri were in charge of. It'll be very obvious. You won't even have to tell them.
You might have to notice. But yeah, so exactly. If you're interested in supporting us in our fun endeavor that we are trying, we're doing our thing.
We're going to rock it. We got this.
Right. So...
like, share, follow, tell your friends.
Yeah, Tara knows how to do all that.
All the things. All the things. I'll send all the links, all the places. Share, for those watching live on Facebook, share the live on TikTok. Share it with your friends. We'd love to get all the followers we can get. Because, yeah, we're not here with extra money in our pockets looking to just do something fun. Well, we're looking to do something fun. But we're not loaded bitches just looking for a hobby.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we want to make this a success, and successes are hard work, but come along with a little extra moolah.
Moolah. We like the moolah. If we can help put some food on the table, that'd be nice. Carrie would like to not have to DoorDash. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording on the podcast. Have a great day, guys. Make sure to make good life choices. And my favorite saying for everybody, make sure to save room for Jesus. Have a great day, guys. Okay, so we stopped that recording. We're still here, but we are going to jump off so I can look at the comments, and I feel like there's probably a few of them. Okay. Which I'm not upset about. All right. Let's swipe. We had a whole bunch of viewers.
Look at us go.
Yeah. Yes. So, appreciate you guys. Please hit the share button. Sharing is caring. Let me know if you have any questions. Spread us out in the universe. And thank you so much for hanging out with us and supporting us. Have a great day. Bye.